Delta Airlines, Virgin Atlantic. Two industry giants under one alliance, yet both competing for your custom. The lucrative Europe to American market can leave you spoilt for choice, with 49 airlines offering transatlantic commercial routes. I flew both airlines in their premium economy equivalent cabin in the midst of the summer peak to review and compare these two SkyTeam carriers. My first flight was at the start of July, when I flew Delta's Airbus A330 from London Heathrow to Detroit in their premium select cabin. On my way back at the end of the month, it was Virgin Atlantic and their Airbus A350 from New York John F. Kennedy to London Heathrow. Over the next half an hour, I will compare these two flights over the following 5 factors to help you determine which is most suitable for you and if the upgrade from economy is even worth it. We'll begin our journey in Heathrow Terminal 3 on this busy summer morning. Neither airline's premium cabin provides lounge access, so we will have to find other places to relax before this flight. It's time to board. Premium economy is given fourth priority, behind Armed Forces members and veterans, first class, and Delta Diamond Medallion passengers. At the seat, we are met with a pillow, a basic amenity kit, and headphones. The spacing is generous, with storage pockets either side, accompanied by 2 windows, 3 seat recline options, and complemented by a large 13.3-inch screen. Nearly everything is adjustable to match your comfort, including the previously mentioned recline features. The stowed tray table can be folded in half and has a good range of movement. In-flight Wi-Fi is available, and the browsing package isn't too heavily priced compared with others I have seen. However, I'm satisfied with my pre-downloaded shows and the options available on the IFE. Lunch is served. I opted for the chicken served with a side salad and ice cream. Not long after, a mid-afternoon snack service consisting of a shortbread, crackers and a drink was served. The amenity kit was as well stocked as you'd expect. Toothbrush and toothpaste, lip balm, an eye shade, earplugs, and socks. One final service before landing. This time it was a chicken bake and a drink. A brilliant flight with Delta, but can Virgin Atlantic compete? Stick around for the full ratings and comparisons later on. I'm back a month on from my Delta flight and ready to fly back to the UK. It's time to find out whether Virgin Atlantic can match the service offered on Delta. Like last time, no lounge access for me, but fortunately, Terminal 4 here at JFK is well serviced. The only real difference to Delta was the lack of priority boarding for military service members. Not a deal breaker to me, but something to note should it apply to you. On first glance, the seats on Virgin may appear slightly smaller than on Delta. Instead, Seat Guru assures me that the seats on Virgin are actually larger, 18.5 versus 18-inch width. At my seat, 27K, I am met with an amenity kit, menu, pillow, and blanket. The headrest is definitely more secured, and the single seat recline option stands out most when pitched against Delta. The newer cabin makes up for this with more charging ports and a slightly larger tray table. Almost immediately, the crew came around offering drinks. The service would be easier for the two premium cabin-specific attendants as only 12 of the 56 seats were occupied. The IFE was smooth and responsive, and the sleek UI made navigation around the menus easy. Unfortunately, right before takeoff, a large storm hit the area, forcing us into a 1 hour 45-minute delay. At least I could pass the time with the many movies and TV shows on offer without being crammed into a smaller seat. I'd heard of more delays and cancellations behind us, so I was thankful to be off the ground at that point. Remember, you can find the full takeoff and landing videos on my channel.
Crew, please take your seats. Cabin crew, take your seats.
In spite of turbulence, the meal service went ahead, kicked off with a light drink before dinner, of which I opted for the butter chicken. I'd expected this sort of communal area to be exclusive to upper class, in which crew and passengers could convene, accompanying snack baskets on either side which could be accessed throughout the flight. The lights came on an hour out from London to begin breakfast. I chose the crepes, which I have to say was one of the best meals I've had on a flight. Ceramic and metal cutlery is always welcomed, and the presentation was exceptional. That wraps up Virgin Atlantic, so let's compare the two trips. Whilst neither airline offered pre-flight lounge access, I found Delta's boarding procedure far more organised and relaxed. Even though the flight was busier, the ground crew managed to swiftly and efficiently sort the boarding groups, compared to Virgin Atlantic's boarding procedure at JFK, which disregarded groups completely once those with additional assistance had boarded. Delta win for pre-flight experience. Although the seats had similar dimensions, I found Delta's one to be more comfortable. Not only were there 3 different seat recline options compared to Virgin's 1, but the A330's retrofitted seat felt softer and wider. The amenity kits were also superior on Delta, with a nicer bag, softer eye shade, and the inclusion of some airline branded socks. Additional seat side and underseat storage space, as well as the large tray table, give Delta the win for comfort. The entertainment offerings were mostly similar. Delta offered a slightly larger screen at 13.3 inches compared to Virgin's 13 inches, as well as a physical remote. I found the software itself better on Virgin Atlantic. A wide selection of movies, TV shows, and map customization added to the inclusion of not 1 but 2 magazines, and unique features such as a tail cam and the ability to connect and control your screen from your mobile device narrowly give Virgin the win here. Virgin Atlantic clearly outperformed Delta in meal performance. Whilst one could argue that Delta provided smaller but more frequent meal services, I found the offering by Virgin to be exceptional. Not only were 3 meals served in china plates, but access to the communal bar area and the snacks on offer there really stood them apart. On the other hand, Delta's food was quite bland and was the exact same offering as that which was given to the main cabin passengers. And finally, service. The crews on both flights were kind and attentive, but the edge goes to Virgin. Even before the flight had left the stand, flight attendants were on hand to offer assistance with stowing bags, taking photos and serving drinks. Manned by just 2 dedicated premium cabin assistants, the work was above and beyond, making frequent rounds during this overnight flight. Moreover, the cabin crew team made someone's day brighter by giving a happy birthday message and gift to a child on behalf of the airline. Virgin Atlantic win for service. This means that overall, Virgin Atlantic win it for me by 3-2, but it couldn't be any closer. As airlines start to focus on offering the lowest fare for the longest routes, the experience you receive will be mostly the same outside of business and first class. On top of my standard fare, the cost of upgrading was £125 each way. Whilst I'd advise against this upcharge for a daytime flight, the difference for the red eye was worth it. To somebody like me who struggles to sleep on flights, the extra recline and seat pitch made all the difference, especially with the new noise reduction features on the A350. Thanks very much for tuning into this comparison. Do you have any experience flying premium with these 2 airlines, or have any different insights to things I might have missed? Let me know in the comments section below. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you'd like more airline review and comparison content. But for now, thanks for watching, and safe travels.